Hibbert from Winning Performance, and these are the top 5 questions for March. Question 1, when am I competing again? Well, I'm competing again in about 3 weeks' time. I'm going to guest lift at the under 90 Southern Qualifier. I'm just going to be doing the log. I weighed myself recently and was surprised to find myself under 95 kilos, even though my lifts have been going up. So I thought, why not drop down and for one last time try and attempt James Ward's very long-standing world record on it. After that, I want to go up to 105 and compete at Big Z's Log World Championships and see what I can do there. Next question is, what are my top 5 supplements for Strongman? Now, I believe supplements should be based around blood tests in each individual, but if you put a gun to my head and made me pick 5, I'd probably go with something along the lines of, if you're in the untested division, you should be looking at liver support. My favorites there are N-acetylcysteine, or NAC. You want to take 600 milligrams a day. Next favorite would be Taurora deoxycholic acid, TUDCA for short, or H9, H12 by Honza. Those are fantastic liver support products. If you're in the tested division, I would be looking to boost testosterone. With all things being equal, the athlete with the higher testosterone levels is going to win. My 2 favorite products to boost that naturally would be plant sterols and then a traditional Chinese medicine concoction named Yin. Again, you can get that from Honzo, and that would be T174. Next product is for a strongman would be DHA, the fish oil. DHA has an affinity for fast twitch fibers, which is going to be very important in that sport. I'd look definitely for a caffeine-based supplement as pre-workout. Caffeine has been shown in many studies to boost strength. My favorite is Javastim. The reason being it has 2 amino acids, phenylalanine and tyrosine, that prevent the crash usually associated with caffeine supplements. After that, I'd look for one of, or both, of inositol, or phosphatidylserine, or PS for short. This is going to improve your recovery and also enhance sleep and enhance overall neurotransmitters. Then the last supplement I'd look for is something to do with joint support. Nutridyne have a great selection of joint support supplements. One of my favorites would be Chondro Jointade, which is a packet of several different nutrients, or Dynamic Performance Drink, which you can add to your post-workout shake. What are my top 5 supplements for endurance athletes? Well, based on the sport, you're going to want to support antioxidants. There's a lot of oxidative stress within that sport, so I'd look for a good greens drink. I love the Dynamic Greens drink, again from Nutridyne. Again, if we go back to my previous question, if all things are equal, the athlete with the highest testosterone is going to have a better performance. So again, you could look at the plant sterols or Yin, T174 from Honzo. I'd certainly look for melatonin, liposomal melatonin. Again, it's more antioxidant support for the brain. You're going to improve your sleep and therefore improve your recovery. A no-brainer would also be beta-alanine to increase lactate threshold and work capacity. And then last but not least, I'd look for UCAN powder, which is, they market it as a super starch. It's a sugar or a carb powder that doesn't raise insulin, so it has a very slow release, and it's made for endurance athletes in general. Next question. If I had the chance to train a heavyweight, currently 200 kilo log lifter, to get to 240 kilos in this lift, what would I do? The first thing I'd do is I'd assume he's a strongman, so I'd drop his deadlift from his workouts and remove all of his movement events so we could focus specifically on the log. Success leaves clues, and the strongest athletes that put weights over their head are Olympic weightlifters. So I'd train him more like an Olympic weightlifter. Then I'd look to obviously gain body weight, and again, just be patient with his lifting, his progression. This next question is probably 3 questions in one. So what kind of process did I take to get to where I am now? Well, a long process, did a lot of study, a lot of stuff with Charles Poliquin. I wanted to study the best methods in getting stronger, so I invested in my education. I also practiced a lot. I put into practice exactly what Charles and other coaches had taught me. What mistakes have I made in my lifting career? The biggest mistake I'd say I've made is I wasn't patient enough when younger, but we're all like that. The next biggest mistake, if I look at it as maybe an equal mistake, was I didn't enjoy competing. I put way too much pressure on myself. Now I run into competitions and I just think of it as fun. At the end of a training cycle, it's just a bit of fun to do. How long has it taken to get to the level of strength I am now? I suppose I started training as a 15-year-old back when I lived in the States, and now I'm 33, so it's quite a long time. I still feel I'm progressing, but I feel that I need to go up a weight category if I'm going to continue progressing. Guys, thanks for your questions. I had a lot of fun reading some of them. 2 of them I'm actually going to write an article on, so keep an eye on the website for those 2. And I look forward to doing this again with you all next month.